In September 2008, I woke up one morning with the right vision gone in my right eye. I went to the doctor and he diagnosed me with optic neuritis. He told me that I immediately had to go to the hospital, and there I stayed 7 days where they diagnosed me with MS. I was 40 years old and told that I was at the right age for this disease to start. They put me on 200 milligrams of prednisone for 30 days. I went home, gained 40 pounds. After the 30 days of the prednisone, I came off the prednisone, I had 2 ruptured discs. And from that point, everything in my life changed. There have been days that I've not even been able to really get off of my couch. Depression set in. I kind of just let everything go in my life. My daughter is athletic. She's really involved in softball. Up until 2008, I had never missed a ball game. I haven't been to any of her ball games since 2008. There are days that I could, even if I had to go to the grocery store, that was a challenge for me, because I wouldn't put makeup on, I would barely fix my hair, which was totally out of character for me. I lost all hope. I couldn't lose the weight because I couldn't exercise. And basically, I just basically stayed home and did nothing. I went to a revival about a month ago, and I told God before I got there, I said, if you don't do something different in my life, if you don't help me, I'm not going to make it. I've got to have something different. When I got to the revival, the pastor that was speaking handed me a baton. And he asked me, he said, what are you passing to the next generation? What are you passing to your children, to your friends, to the people that you come in contact with? And when I got in my car, I said, God, what am I passing? What am I going to leave behind? Depression, sickness, no hope. I went back to the revival and was asked to speak, and God asked me to share about the woman with the issue of blood. When I started researching her, I found that they said that she looked 12 to 15 years older than she really was because of all the things she'd been through and because of her sickness. A week after the revival, I was asked by my prayer partner to come to For You and do a video for a facial lift that I didn't want to do because I've gained all this weight. I didn't feel good about myself. And I actually just came because I couldn't tell her no. She was very persistent. So I came, and they did the lift on my face. They did half my face, and it was a visible change. When Miss Lester, she became very teary-eyed when they removed the lift, and she saw the difference in the change in my face. She became teary-eyed, and she mentioned when she was speaking that this lift could take 10 to 15 years off of your face, which is exactly what God had showed me with the woman with the issue of blood. And I believe God had to start with the facial For You for me, because I had to be able to see on the outside before anything on the inside of me could change. This facial was the beginning of a change in my life. Since I've had this facial, I've not had any more days where I laid on the couch, or even if I wasn't planning to go anywhere in the past month, I still got up in the morning, did my facial, and put my makeup on. My children have started noticing a change. Other people that I've been coming in contact with are like, what have you done different? There's something different about your face. That led me, because I could see such a change in that led me to Dr. Holt to question him about the nutrition part. Because I was basically the case where the doctor said, I don't know what to tell you, you make me walk the floors at night. I'd been through several doctors and absolutely no hope. I was told to go home and when it happened again, come back and see him. So when I sat down with Dr. Holt and he started talking to me, he put me on the vitamin pack and the Thernergy. And he told me that it would probably be around 90 days before I'd really feel the full effects of the vitamin pack, not to stop taking it. But already I can tell a difference in my energy level. I feel better. Not to mention that the energy has worked for me because I've already started losing weight. And the only way I can explain this is that there are things in the natural sometimes that God has to lead you to. When he puts his super with the natural, there's a transformation. Just like the woman with the issue of blood. Her life was transformed just by touching the garment, Jesus' garment. And that's exactly what has happened to me at 4U. This necklace, I wore it today because I received this in 2009 for speaking at a women's breakfast, a women's ministry meeting. And my gift for speaking was this necklace. And when she gave me the necklace, she told me that I was unique, not only and beautiful, not only on the inside, but on the outside as well. I couldn't even wear the necklace. I could not put it on because that's not how I felt about myself. And I realized since I started coming to 4U and all these things have been happening to me, I didn't know who I was in God. When I got sick, and I became depressed, and I kind of shut myself off other than going to church or going to a prayer meeting. I didn't know who I was in God. And I think that that's the anointing that 4U carries. It takes people who doesn't really know who they are in God, that circumstances and illnesses in life has caused them to lose hope, and they give you hope. That's what they do. Their products brings hope. And I thank God for them. And I am so excited about what he's doing in my life through this company. It was a divine appointment. And I cannot wait to see what 3 months from now holds for me, 6 months from now. Because I know that through what I have been through and God connecting me with this company, there are going to be a lot of people who are helped. And I just thank God for it.